Okay, so do you remember when our kids were younger and I would be rushed off my feet, being a stay-at-home mom, looking after them, and you would go to work
Mm.
like an hour or so each way, and when you come back, you'd be like, "Afia, sit down because you've been working more." What did you mean by that?
Literally that. You, when we had those conversations, you assumed that because you're at home, you said that you weren't doing as much as I was. And I remember the first thing I did, I broke down and said, let's go through our days. So when you wake up, what's the first thing you do? And obviously you're tending to the kids. Actually, no, I asked you. Well, my first break is I get to sit in a nice, warm, packed and smelly, comfortable train. I get to sit on the desk. I have my lunch break. I can go walk around. If I need to stretch my legs, my brain switches off. Apart from when I'm doing the work. So you don't have that. As a mum looking after two young kids, you didn't have that. You didn't switch off. Even if the kids were sleeping, you didn't switch off. You still had to. You still had an ear to listen out if they needed you, and you couldn't fully relax. So you were basically on. The on switch was on throughout. I had enough switch. I finished work after my nice lunch break. Yes, doing work, whatever. Coming home, sitting on the train, and even though, yes, the commute is tiring, it's nowhere near the same as looking after young children who depend on you for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So you couldn't argue that I had more of a mental work, did more mental work because no, that doesn't apply because you don't switch off. Can't say I do more physical work because anyone who knows looking after kids, it's you are physically doing a lot, changing nappies, making food, carrying, whatever it is. So that's that.
Yeah. And so, why do you think it's so looked down upon?
Because it's the glamour. It's the glamour of in an office, I get to wear a suit and working hard. Yeah, and not knocking people working in offices. Um, it's just it could be different reasons. It's the generations we live in don't see staying at home looking after kids as important and glamorous. And it's funny because when you go to social events and the conversation comes out, oh, what do you do?
Yeah, I
And
used to
it's
hate
always
that.
that